how much time would I realistically need to reach 1 million per month?
100K a month. Next month, I'm doing 600,000 a month. Next month after that, I'm doing 1.2 million a month. You could go straight to the moon in no time. Sometimes it's not what you know. It's who you know. You need money. It's fire, constant fire. Tonight you could become a millionaire. Your network of people is your net worth.
ዛሬ እንግዲህ የምናወራው ግልጽ ነው። ተምኔል ላይ እንዳያችሁት ፖሊስ ለድሮፕ ሺፒንግ ነው። ኦንላይን መኒ ሜክ የሚባል ኮንሰፕት ሲነሳ በጣም ብዙ ነገሮችን ሜንሽን ማድረግ ይችላል። ከዛ ውስጥ እንግዲህ ድሮፕ ሺፒንግ አንዱ ነው። እንግዲህ በጣም ብዙ ቪዲዮዎችን አይታችሁ ሊሆን ይችላል። ቲክቶክ ላይ እንደገና ዩቲዩብ ላይ ብዙ ፖስቶችን ስታዩ በደንብ ስለ ድሮፕ ሺፒንግ አዌርነስ የሌለው ሰው አለ ብዬ አልጠብቅም። እንግዲህ ድሮፕ ሺፒንግ ስናነሳ በጣም ሚስ አንደርስታንዲንጎች አሉ። እንደገና ደግሞ ከቅርብ ሰዓት አንስቶ አሪፍ ድሮፕ ሺፒንግ ላይ አሪፍ ኮንቴንቶችን እየሰሩ ፖስት የሚያደርጉ አሪፍ ኮንቴንት ክሬተሮች አሉ። እኛ ደግሞ እዚህ ላይ በደንብ ሰው አዌርነስ እንዲኖረው እኛም ባሳለፍንበት ቪዲዮ ክሬቲቭ ላለፉት 3 ዓመታት እንግዲህ ዋን ኦፍ አወር ቶፕ ክላይንቶች ናቸው ድሮፕ ሺፐር ኦነሮች። እንግዲህ በጣም ብዙ ስቶር ኦን የሚያደርጉ ክላይንቶቻችን ጋር ስንሰራ ቆይተናል። ስፔሻሊ ሃይሊ ኮንቨርት የሚያደርጉ ሾፒፋይ ስቶሮችን ዴቨሎፕ ከማድረግ አንስተን ፈነል ፔጆችን፣ አድቨርቶሪያል ፔጆችን ዴቨሎፕ በማድረግ በተጨማሪም ክሬቲቭ ስትራቴጂስት ሆነን ፕሮዳክት ሪሰርቸር ሆነን ለድሮፕ ሺፐር ኦነሮች ሰርቪስ እየሰጠን እንገኛለን። አሁንም እየሰራን ነው እና ዛሬ ማውራት የምፈልገው ስፔሻሊ ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ሆናችሁ በድሮፕ ሺፒንግ ገንዘብ መስራት ለምትፈልጉ፣ በተጨማሪ ደግሞ በጣም ሚስ አንደርስታንዲንጎች አሉ። አሁን ለምሳሌ እንደው የእውነት አንድ ሰው ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ሆኖ በወር $10,000 $50,000 $100,000 ኢቨን $501 ሚሊዮን መስራት ይቻላል ወይ የሚባለውን እንግዲህ ሁሌ የምታዩትን ስነሳ $10,000 $20,000 $30,000 ሰራው ብለው ፖስት የሚያደርጉት ኮንቴንት ክሬተሮች የእውነት ያንን ገንዘብ ይሰሩታል ወይ? ከሰሩት ደግሞ ምን አይነት ሀስሎችን ምን አይነት ስቴፖችን አልፎ ነው ያንን ገንዘብ መስራት የሚችሉት የሚለውን ሪል የሆነ ቶክ እናወራለን ዛሬ። እንግዲህ ተምኔል ላይ እንዳያችሁት ዋን ኦፍ አወር ክላይንትስ ብራይን ይባላል። ኦልሞስት ከ3 ዓመት በላይ በፍሪላንሲንግ ቆይታችን ከሱ ጋር ስንሰራ ቆይተናል። ዲፕ የሆነ ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ሆናችሁ ለመስራት የሚያስፈልጉ ቤዚክ የሆኑ ጥያቄዎችን ጠይቀዋለሁ። ከሱ ደግሞ ሪል የሆነ መልሶችን እንግዲህ እየሰማን በደንብ እንማማራለን። እንግዲህ በዚህ ኢንተርቪው ውስጥ ያላነሷቸው ኮንሰፕቶች እንዳሉ አውቃለሁ። እሱን ደግሞ ከእናንተ ፊድባክን በመቀበል በቀጣይ ማዘጋጀ ነው የሚሆነው። ሙሉ ቪዲዮን እንዳያመልጣችሁ በደንብ ተከታተሉት። ቀጥታ ወደ ቪዲዮ ነው ደውታችን እንሂድ። Okay Brian, thank you very much. Welcome to this video session.
Great. Thank you for having me.
Okay Brian, thank you very much. Let's start with introducing yourself. You have been in e-commerce world for over 10 years. Could you share a little bit about your background and how you got started in this industry?
Yeah, well, I got started because I had an injury. I was supposed to become an athlete in high school. So I started, I got into marketing, I would say, in 2011. So it's been a little bit over 10 years now. And yeah, I mean, the journey's been, okay. It's been ups and downs, highs and lows. Things happen to us in life and we get sidetracked, or some things come that it's a big problem and we can't solve it. But e-commerce specifically, I've started now for about 4 years. But I've been in marketing for 11 years. And when I mean marketing, first thing I did in 2011 was affiliate marketing. I was promoting other people's products, and then I did that for a few years, and then I jumped into SMMA, social media marketing, when the big trend took place. And then I actually went and worked for other agencies and other companies. And before I did e-commerce, I actually worked for a big e-commerce company here in the United States. And then that's the last thing I did before I built my own e-com companies.
That's interesting. Cool. Okay, let's jump on the next question. Brian, let's kick things off with how we first met. I was working as a freelancer from my home here in Ethiopia, and you decided to trust me with your projects. What was it that convinced you I was the right person for this job?
What convinced me about you, hiring you to be the right person for this job, is you're definitely charismatic. You're a very trustworthy person. I've worked with many individuals in my life, coworkers, business partners. I hired a lot of freelancers, but from you, one aspect that stood out that I didn't see from others is that you were willing to learn. You were like a sponge, you know? And you were just soaking everything in. And if I told you, hey, you know, could you figure this out? You would figure it out. I was shocked. I've never seen that. You know, you can always hire people, but you can never find great people. Finding great people is the hardest thing. And when I hired you and you did those things and showed me how good you were and learned a new skill quickly, and you know, you applied it fantastically, I was shocked. So that's what convinced me about you and about your skills.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the second question. You have been in e-commerce world for 10 years, and I know it's not always smooth sailing. A lot of people here in Ethiopia, especially with the rise of online gurus, think making money is easy. Just set up a Shopify stores, run some ads, and boom, you are rich. But you and I both know it's not that simple. What are the biggest mistakes people make when they start their e-commerce stores?
I think it's mindset. E-commerce is trial and error. It's a game of numbers. You're gonna fail and fail and fail. And so when people get started, they think it's easy. They think that there is, you know, you just copy this, do that. And then when they're hit with a challenge and faced with a roadblock, you know, they quit. And things don't go in business, things never go as planned. So you have to look for a mentor. You have to look for a coach. And that's the greatest mistake. People think that they can do it on themselves. And then when they fail, they think it's not real. It doesn't work. When in fact, others have done it. I've worked for those companies that have done it. And those people that have made it always had a coach, always had a mentor. It's like when you go to school and you have a teacher and you're struggling with math. You go and get help from your teacher. It's the same with e-commerce. Or if you own a company, you reach out to someone else that owns a similar company or is in a better position than you to help. So when you get started, I think that you need to really change your mindset because you're going to experience failure. And you're not going to get lucky. 99% of people or 90% of people, I don't know what the statistic, but it's very high, are not going to hit a home run and a winning product right off the bat. But if you do, great. But if you don't, what most people will experience, they will, you know, quit immediately and run away when it gets hard. And that's why I say always get a coach, get a mentor, get someone that understands marketing, understands how to do this, have done this. And, you know, he also, you're someone that definitely knows marketing at a high level. So working with you was something that helped me out. I learned from you. It's someone that, it's something that people could do is reach out to people like you, for example, that knows marketing if they're struggling or just started and really doesn't know what converts or what do we need to do in today, in 2024, to gain an edge, whether that be in your funnel, in your video ads, in media buying, product research, maybe it's as a creative strategist, writing copy, things like this that you understand very well. People need that information. And so you build hindsight. You're able to build the look where, oh, that's not going to work. Oh, that's going to work. Only through experience. Again, experience is something that you have to gain by putting in time. And that's something that people need to do. or learn from someone that made that mistake immediately so they don't have to take a long time.
Exactly. One thing I have noticed here in Ethiopia is the wrong idea people have about what it really takes to make money online. What advice would you give to someone starting out here, especially when resources are limited like our country, Ethiopia?
I would say free methods. There's out there like YouTube and stuff like that. But again, those free methods are saturated, so you're most likely going to waste money. So it's probably not the best advice. I would say focus on finding someone who knows information. Maybe find a way to pay them, build a friendship with them, and, you know, ask them, hey, how do you build a website? Does this website look great? How about this ad? Be patient, but be persistent. I would say you would have to be, there's an old saying, quitters never win and winners never quit. So never quit. Always push through, always try, and get help from people, from experts that are doing it. It's the best way to save money and save time and save, years of failure. You want to condense failure from this to this and find someone else who's doing it and learn from them and copy them and have them mentor you.
A lot of people see the success we have had and assume it's easy, but they don't see the hard work that goes on behind the scene. Can you give us a peek into what a typical day looks like for you running 8-figure e-commerce business?
It's hectic. It's fire, constant fire. I have a fire extinguisher. I'm putting water all over the fire to try to get rid of the fire. Business and life is ups and downs. Relationships is ups and downs. Health is up and down. Life is up and down. Your job is to try to manage everything as much as possible and be systematic. Be someone who can, when something bad happens, look to solve it without quitting. Because failure is something we don't like as human beings. It hurts, it's painful, it costs us money, energy, it's sad. But there's a beautiful thing to it. Because on the other side of that failure, there's success. So as for me, my daily life looks like fires. And sometimes it becomes a mess. I'm being completely honest. But the beautiful thing is no other business is like e-commerce. E-commerce is exponential. Overnight, you could become a millionaire. It happened to me where 11 years of ups and downs. And I had times where, I was doing, 100K a month. Next month, I'm doing 600,000 a month. Next month after that, I'm doing 1.2 million a month. And so business is like that. And then there's times where things aren't working. You need to figure out why, how to solve it. But when you get to my level, or even 7 figures, when you get to 7 figures, you're able to hire smarter people than you, more talented people than you. So now you're not really involved in the business as much, you're involved in managing people. And you're involved in a different area. But as far as now, what I would say to the people of Ethiopia that are watching this is start first with the basics. Building a good advertorial, a good website, a good funnel. Product research is so important. And then getting the ads, which is 80%. That's where you really changed the game for us, Iyasu. You've really helped us really take our game to the next level. Because 80% is video. The first thing the customer sees is the video. They don't see the funnel, they don't see the advertorial, they don't see the website, they don't even see the product. They see the video. And that, in today's market, in the United States, in Ethiopia, all around the world, because we advertise worldwide, right? What we see is video. And each video is different per country. What resonates in America might not resonate in Ethiopia. What resonates in Ethiopia might not resonate in Europe. So what's great about you is that you're really good with market research and understanding the customer, no matter what country they're in. And that's something that is really difficult to find. That's a skill. And that would allow you, once you figure out who that customer is, their pain point based on that country, you're able to create videos around that market research, which is phenomenal videos. Again, I think for the people of Ethiopia, they need to find someone that's doing it. That's it. Just find someone that's doing it, learn from them, become a value. Don't just ask, say, hey, do this, and don't. You have to give something. There's no such thing as nothing for something in life. I'll give an example. Let's use God. God doesn't give everyone what they want. He will never. He doesn't. He doesn't give everyone the lottery. Right? Everyone wishes the lottery. He doesn't give everyone the lottery. What God gives is what you deserve.
Yeah.
And if you look at the people of God, they sacrificed. You must sacrifice to reach paradise. In business, you must sacrifice to win. In anything, you must. If you want a good body, you must sacrifice.
Yeah.
If you try business and business after time and time, that's part of your sacrifice. You have to keep going and pushing. So I would say for anyone that is watching this in any country, if you're in Ethiopia, get with someone that's doing it. Don't waste time trying to do it yourself or learning from a free method. Learn from people that are actually doing it, so that way you have less failure. That's the best way.
That's a great point, Brain. Thank you very much. Here is another question. There are so many misconceptions about making money online. Can you tell us about a time when things did not go as planned? How do you handle failure in this business?
Yeah, so I'm a very, I might say something different. I don't know if people will agree with me or not, but I don't care. I'm speaking from my experience.
Yeah, okay.
So when things don't go right, I have a problem, I might, rub my head, might lose more hair than I usually do. I might be stressed out, but I've been grateful to find a mastermind. And the mastermind has been able to open a lot of doors for me. So when I'm confused, I ask questions of people that are already doing it, that they're in the same level of business as me or high. And I've been very fortunate and I've been very grateful to meet these people. And so I have a very strong network. And they say your network of people is your net worth. And that has become true in my life. I've been able to do 8 figures, not on my own, but with the help of other individuals that have helped me, decided to mentor me. And I have been resourceful and helpful to those individuals in different ways. And that's really opened up the doors for me. Step 1. Step 2, when something is really going down the drain for me, like it's really bad and I don't know what to do, I pray. I ask God for direction, and then I work. So I pray and I ask God for direction, because faith is first thing. But faith without works, without doing anything, is dead, the Bible says.
Obviously, yeah. I believe that.
So that's what I would do.
And I agree 100% on that. Thank you. And let's proceed to the next question. Just let me ask you about our agencies. Just what do you think has been the secret to helping these big brands grow so quickly, and how has video agencies just played a role in their success?
Yeah, so I've been able to grow these brands massively. And I've been very fortunate to hit 8 figures in such a little bit of time, really. And I've been able to do that through, again, your company. Video says it all. It's video, it's ads. And I've been able to, even with you, if you look on Facebook, the average CTR is anywhere from 1% to 2%. I've been able to get some ads 12%, 25% click-through rate.
Yeah.
Things unheard of because of the type of videos that we've created. Amazing hooks, amazing scroll stoppers, anywhere from AI videos, deep fake videos, UGC videos, high-level VSLs with animations. I mean, the list really goes on of the type of videos that video agency has produced for me and really helped me with our company. And that's how I've been really able to take my success so far. Again, I haven't been able to do it with myself. So it's who you know. I've been fortunate to know you, Yasu, and I've been fortunate to have your help, and vice versa. We've learned a lot from each other. We've helped each other a lot get to the top, but I could not have done it without your help. And I think that people need to start reaching out to more people for help, whether it's you, whether it's me, whether it's someone that they know down the block, whoever it may be. Success is done in life. You're competing against companies, and companies have people, and those people are called teams. Your team. So video is its own team. Now we have Yasu. Yasu's been with us for a very, very long time. He's part of our team, and I'm also part of his team. And so you don't get to the top by yourself. You get to the top together. Yasu brings us a set of skills with his company video that I do not have, and I also have a certain skills that he may not have, and we incorporate those skills together, and we tackle the world. And I think once you do that, you become a powerful force that cannot be stopped. And that's what I have seen with the video agency.
Let's bring the conversation back to Ethiopia. There is a lot of talk here about making money online, but also a lot of misinformation, especially around dropshipping and Shopify. What are some of the most common mistakes you see, particularly from Ethiopia entrepreneurs? Do you have any idea on this?
They think it's a big, get-rich-quick scheme. Listen, the reason why they think that is because they see other people that are successful, and they think that person is doing a scam or scheme. And so us humans have been created to believe that something, if it's too good to be true, it usually is. Not necessarily. I worked for the number one, not the number one, but a big top 10 company in the United States, big e-com brand. They were doing $600,000 USD a day. A day. I had to log in. I was able to see this. I, knew they were successful. I didn't know how much until I was able to see it with my own eyes. But sometimes seeing is believing. But it isn't until you get into a group of people that you're able to see that dropshipping isn't a scam. Dropshipping, you can make money so quickly and so fast because it's effective. It's a game. It's an exponential game. You can scale at such a fast rate and make money so quickly that people will believe it's a scam. But it's not. It's literally, imagine you own a mall. And the mall has all these other stores inside of it. And every day people walk in and buy things. Well, you don't have a mall. You don't have a physical store, but you have a mall, which is Shopify, and you have an online store inside of Shopify. And you're literally running ads to millions of people a month. And those millions of people, if you have a good product and you have a good ad and you have a good funnel, they will buy from you. Right? And so that is what happens when you're good at e-commerce. You have a great business that makes millions of dollars online. That's how it is. So, with Ethiopian entrepreneurs, if they, people see them and think that it's a scam, they're only hurting themselves. People need to focus on customer experience if you're doing business. That's what video really excels at. They really help customers grow, and they really put people first. And that's a beautiful thing about finding product market fit, understanding what your customer needs and supplying them that in an effective way of marketing. So that's what I would say ultimately. There's no such thing as get rich quick scheme. It takes time, it takes energy, but it is real. The hype is real. People will make millions and become rich online. There's 15-year-olds that do it. There's people even younger than that. So there's no excuse. It's only people that don't have the faith in their heart and their mind.
Okay, cool, Brain. We appreciate your valuable insights. Thank you. While we understand the range of possible earnings from 10K a month to even 1 million a month, we already have a client is achieving this result. However, if someone were to ask, how much time would I realistically need to reach 1 million per month, how would you respond?
It's a 50-50. That's a difficult answer. That's a difficult question. I say once you're working hard on it, everyone's journey is different. There are people that are making that money. It is so real. Once you know the system, but you need to know the system. And the system to learn it takes time. It takes the process.
Yeah.
Some people might make 20K in 1 month, but then the next month they scale to 100K a month. And then from there they scale to 500K. I'll tell you how long it took me to make $1 million.
Yeah. I know.
It took me getting into e-commerce. It took me about 4 years. When I got into e-commerce, I've been in marketing for 11, but getting into it took me 4 years. There's some people that I know that just started this. They're doing 10K a day already. And they started like 2 months ago because information is so much faster now, right? That's one way. Another way is you might be a slow learner. I'm not the fastest learner. I'm not the smartest guy. But I do work hard. I do have a lot of faith and belief. And that's why I've been able to now do, we're doing about 1.2 million a month now because of the system we've already incorporated. We know what works and we know what doesn't. So I would say for anyone, everyone's time is different, but it doesn't take that long. It does not. Because again, e-commerce is very exponential. You could go straight to the moon in no time. So that's what I would say.
Just to summarize this discussion, like what is your last advice for Ethiopian peoples, especially, there is a lot of limitations, especially the payment gateway and other stuff. Even many people do not know how to do market research, how to build Shopify store, there is a lot of editors in Ethiopia, but they do not know how to do video ads for specific brands, especially for dropshipping owners. What is your last advice for this, especially for Ethiopian peoples, for peoples like me?
Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know that will open up the doors for you. I had a friend, for example, he's from Europe, and he needed an American payment processor. He's also within our network. He's doing about $10,000 a day. He's been able to scale. He's also your client now, and we've been able to help him. What he needed was an American registered business, an LLC, a limited liability company, license that showed he was, he owned. But you need an American to also own it with you in order to have an LLC, which allowed him, after I helped him out to do that, it allowed him to open up a payment processor in America through me. It's the same way with you, Yasu. You needed help with certain things with the visa. I was able to help out with that. And so it's not what you know, it's who you know. I had other big issues I didn't know. I had other people even bigger than me help me, way bigger beyond. And that is how life works. You always help the smaller person and someone bigger will help you. And it's been part of my life. I've been fortunate, and so that's what I would say. Is find someone. If payment processing, you can't use one. There isn't anyone in Ethiopia, and you need an American one, which is, I believe, the American payment processor is one of the best. Then you reach out to someone who's in America and become an LLC owner with them. And then you can start with your own payment processor, and you can test as many products as you need to find a winner. And I think that's what you need to do. It's not what you know sometimes, it's who you know that will open up the doors for you. So that's what I would leave today with the people of Ethiopia. That's my message to all of you that are watching. And as I always wish everyone that is watching much success, that they're blessed by God, and that they win in life. And yeah, it's been a great video conversation with you, Iyasu, and I can't wait to do even bigger things than what we're doing right now and keep growing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. On the next session, I have a lot of topic to discuss with you, but the video is like you'll be too long. We will discuss just you are a media buyer professional, like you will discuss on that. Yeah, you are almost professional media buyer. You have skills how to advertise everything, video ads and other stuff. We will discuss on that on the next video. We will discuss about payment gateway. And after I ask Ethiopian, especially my audiences, I will bring some question for you and we will discuss on that topics. One last question and we will close this video session. For younger entrepreneur watching this, especially those here in Ethiopia, what's your best advice for building a successful online business?
Learn. Knowledge is powerful, but applied knowledge is better than knowledge. If you learn something and you do not do it, what good is the knowledge? It goes to waste. If you learn it, but you do not apply it, how will you get anything back? And e-commerce takes money. It takes money to invest. It's like you're gonna go open up a physical business. Maybe you own a candy shop or a coffee shop. You need money to invest in the products. You need money to invest in the marketing. You need money to pay for the rent of the store. It's the same with e-commerce. You have to pay for your Shopify store. You have to pay for this app. You have to pay for the products. You have to pay for the ads, the marketing, the advertisement. So apply what you learn, because if you don't apply what you learn, you will fail. And always plan. Plan. Write your goals down daily. Okay, I'm going to do product research at this time. I'm going to launch an ad at this time. I'm going to spend this much today, that much. Create your own systems. Take action, and you will get there. And God will make sure you get there. But you have to have the vision. Without vision, you're going to die. You're going to perish. So you have to have vision and work. And that will bring forth the fruit.
Thank you very much, Brain, for your best advice for me, for my audiences. I really appreciate your advice. Thank you very, very much. I will let you know once I gather more questions from my audiences. Thank you for your time, for your advice. If you have any last word you need to speak for my audiences, you can speak. If not, we can close the conversation here.
Yeah, all good on my end. Thank you, Yasu, for having me, and you have a good one. Take care now.
Okay, Brain. Bye-bye. እንግዲህ ውድ ቤተሰቦቻችን የዛሬ ሚቲንጋችን ይሄን ይመስል ነበረ። ይሄኛው ዋን ኦፍ ማይ ክላይንትስ ነው። በወር 8 ፊገር የሚሰራ ክላይንት ነው። ድሮፕ ሺፒንግ ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ አንዳንዴ የተሳሳተ ምልከታ ስላለና እሱን ለማጥራት ጀስት በደንብ ለወደፊቱ ስፔሻሊ ኮምፒውተሪን እያሳዩዋችሁ እንዴት እንደምንሰራ እንደ ቲም እንዴት እንደምንሰራ እንዴት ሾፒፋይ ቢውል እንደምናደርግ እንዴት ቤስት የሆነ አድቨርታይዚንግ እንዴት እንደምንሰራ ኮፒ እንዴት እንደምንሰራ ቪዲዮ አድሶችን ፕሮዳክት ሪሰርች እንዴት እንደምንሰራ በሂደት በደንብ እንማማራለን። ጀስት በዛሬው ሚቲንጋችን በደንብ የተረዳችሁት ይመስለኛል። ያልገባችሁ ኩዌስችኖች ካሉ ኮሜንታችን ላይ ጥያቄዎችን ማስቀመጥ ትችላላችሁ። ኢንዲቪጁዋሊ ማግኘት የምትፈልጉም ኢንስታግራም ላይ ኢንዲቪጁዋሊ ሜሴጆችን መላክ ትችላላችሁ። እኔም እንዳየሁት ቪዲዮ በደንብ ለእናንተ ብቻ ሳይሆን ለሌሎችም በደንብ ለማስተማር ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ሆነን እንዴት ቤስት የሆነ ኦንላይን ቢዝነስ ቢውል ለማድረግ እንዴት እንደምንችል ኖት ኦንሊ ድሮፕ ሺፒንግ ሌሎች ፕሮዳክቶችንም እንዴት ስኪላችንን አዳብረን በምንፈልገው ዘርፍ እንዴት መስራት እንደምንችል ዲፕ የሆነ ዲስከሽን እናደርጋለን። ዛሬ ቪዲዮአችን ጀስት ዲስከሽን ነው። በቀጣይ ኢንተርቴይኒንግ ያደረግን ብዙ ነገሮችን እንማማራለን። ሰብስክራይብ ማድረጋችሁን እንዳትረሱ። ወዳችኋለሁ። ቻው